Chunky here, back with another motherfucking video. Okay, so we got a little bit of a different angle today. Let me know if you guys like it. Usually I'm sitting on the floor and I'm like really low and like you're a little bit more up close, but let's see if this works today. Okay, so I got a solo video for you guys and we got pho. I think it's pho. What the pho? Okay, so we got pho and this is oxtail pho and oh my god, look at you guys. Ooh, yes, that's what the pho I'm talking about right there. Look at all that goodness. Oxtail. Ooh, my mouth is watering. I don't know what to go for first. I'm really hungry. This is my dinner. So we got oxtail pho and we got all the fixings in here. Lemon, hoisin sauce. We got, they sent like some type of like some type of juicy, buttery type of damn. I think I need some more juice. I should go get the juice real quick. Oh my god. Oh my god. In the name of Jesus. In the name of Jesus. Okay. Yo, this is, I'm not even exaggerating. That fatty bone. Ooh. My nose ring might fall in here. You guys, don't judge me. I'm going in. Oh my god, this is so good. I forgot a napkin. I forgot everything. What is my name? What am I doing? What are you looking at? Shit. Okay. Hold on. Pause. Let me go get a napkin. Let me get myself together. Because I'm not joking. That shit was delicious. Hold on. Pause. Don't move. Don't go nowhere. Don't go nowhere. I see you. If you're going anywhere, go get something to eat and come back. Okay? Okay, you back? You got some food? All right. Okay, so this is the sauce. The juice. So I'm going to put a little bit of more broth in there because it really sucked up the broth. I had it sitting here for just 5 minutes because it was really hot. And I'm like, okay, I'm going to do a TikTok real quick and then I'm going to come back to it. And so I could eat it really good for you guys and not be all steamy hot. But I also put some shrimp paste in here. I put chili oil. I put I put the bean sprouts. Yo, this is orgasmic. Turn my nose ring off. So, today, we're going to be talking about if I'm toxic. Am I toxic? What is toxic? What is this whole toxic mentality? Sorry, I have meat in my teeth. What is this whole toxic mentality? This is pretty brand new. This word toxic is pretty brand new. And when it came out, it kind of really pushed toxic relationships into the forefront. It really opened the door. It opened the closet, a closed, locked closet on toxicity. Now, I'm not gonna lie, I am very much so was am, I don't know if am, but I very much so was in a toxic relationship. And I'm still with the person that I was very toxic with. And drinking Diet Coke. So what does toxic mean to you guys? I want to know what toxic means to you guys. So let me know down below in the comments. I really am interested to know what is toxic for you guys. When people were talking about toxic relationships on social media, I was like, I thought all that was normal. To keep it 100, to keep it all the way 100, to keep it a G, to keep it a buck. I thought that being toxic was normal. But I guess it's not. But here's the sad part. The sad part about nowadays is that, I don't know if it's a sad part. I know people, I kind of want to, everything I'm going to say is going to be controversial. Just because I'm an older person, that's how I was raised. That's what I was raised around. And, you know, I chose to stay with my toxic person. I chose to stay with the person that I was toxic with. And I'm not going to say it was just me. So I chose to stay with the person that I was toxic with. And, you know, I know that a lot of people nowadays would argue and be like, fucking leave them. You know, leave them. It's no good for you. Ooh, look at that sauce. I would tell my daughter, leave. Like, just leave. But then again, there's certain situations that can be fixed. And I think that if you're both willing to work on yourself, I think it's possible to work. Vato is a very stubborn person. But he also has a good heart, and he also wants to work on things. This is so bomb. It's a spring roll with pork in it, fried pork. And he also wants to really try. I feel like he has poor communication skills. I feel like his communication skills are very, not really that good. He grew up with a family that was not really communicative. I don't know how to say it, but if that's a weird thing, fuck it. He grew up with a family that wasn't really like the type of family that communicates to each other and like works on things. So he wasn't really taught like the right way to communicate, and you know what I mean? So he has a lot of poor communication skills. Being with him, I have taught him how to express his feelings. He didn't know how to express his feelings. He didn't even know he had feelings. He didn't even know he could express his feelings. But then again, it's like there's a lot of women nowadays that don't want to do that. They don't want to fix a man. You know, they don't want to fix. They want the man to be fixed when they met him. So when they meet him, they want the man to be fixed when they meet him, which is great. That's what you should want. But in some circumstances, that wasn't my circumstance. I gravitated towards a broken person. I was broken too. I didn't my I was all fucked up. And you know, there was a broken person teaching a broken person how to not be broken. It was like I put a lot of myself to the side. I also became very toxic in a way where I didn't want to lose him. I was attached to him. And it was like, well, where are you going? What are you doing? You can't be away from me. Like, it was just very toxic in that way. And I think Vato, the same way, is toxic with me like that. Like, he just can't handle it when I'm away from him. Like, he just, Scorpios hide their feelings a lot. And then, but he just, believe me, his actions speak louder than his words. And at the end of the day, he always ends up telling me the truth. So, he always ends up telling me, like, it's because, you're over here and you're doing that by yourself. Like, jealousy. And, very jealous and stuff like that. So, it just comes from both sides. And that's not good. That's toxic. But at the end of the day, we love each other. So, we work on it. And I think the strongest love and the most genuine love is when people are so much in love that they want to work on their issues and they want to work on their problems, and they love each other so much that they understand that they both have problems, but they want to stay together. Now, with that being said, by all means, do not accept a man that's gonna hit you, that's gonna hurt you, that's gonna put your kids in danger, that puts you in danger. I'm not gonna lie. Like, in the beginning of our relationship, before we had kids, we would have a lot of toxic things going on. But we are just two fucking stubborn people that will not let go of each other. Like, we just cannot let go of each other. We may very well be twin flames. We may very well be, that type of soulmate that is toxic for each other, but we love each other. And you know what I mean? Like, it is what it is. We're together and that's it, There's nothing to be explained. There's nothing I can't explain it, I was very toxic. I would, when he would go do tattoos at places, I would follow him. When he would, I would follow where he's at. When he would go hang with his friends, I would, call all his friends, ask what he's doing. I was cool with all his friends, and I would call them, hey, where is he at? What is he doing? Who's there? Kind of getting good with them so that I could know where he's at. I would pop up. I would just do very toxic things. I would call him 100 million times. I would cry and throw tantrums if he didn't come home that night, and I would just be devastated. I think now, if that were to happen, if he were to ever, there would be some times where he would stay out with his homies and he wouldn't come home. And this was back years and years ago when we first were together. We've been together almost 15 years. And so when he wouldn't come home, I'd be devastated. I'd be like, please come home, begging him and stuff like that. I'm like, let this motherfucker not come home now. And believe me, best believe, your stuff will be outside, baby. You will need another residence. But let's not go there. Now I pray for him. When I feel like I'm gonna be toxic, I let him know. I talk it out with him, and I tell him, like, hey, I'm feeling this way. I'm feeling insecure about this, blah, blah, blah. Like, this is how I'm feeling. He'll talk it through with me. Okay, I'm not going to do that. I don't feel that way. I'm not doing this. Like, I'll call you. like blah blah blah. So we are more older, and I'm not gonna fight anymore. Like I'm not gonna fight. I'm not gonna fight anymore. I'm not gonna fight for somebody to love me when I should be loved. You know. Um. Being toxic is not cute. Being toxic is ugly, and you're gonna regret it at the end of the day. You're gonna regret it because I definitely feel stupid on some of the things I did, and I look back at myself and I'm like, God, like that's so embarrassing. Just also butter. So I definitely feel really stupid for some of the ways I reacted and acted, being toxic, being jealous. I was very jealous. I still am jealous. I still um hold a lot of jealousy, but I pray and I'm working on it. You know, like I'm working on it. I'm not gonna stop working on it. I pray when I feel jealous in my when I feel jealousy in my heart. I just ask God. Like I meditate. I meditate and I ask God. You know, I should not be jealous like this. I should not be feeling this way. Um, I know it's nothing like that. I know it shouldn't feel that way. I know it shouldn't be that way. As long as you're constantly, I just have to say, as long as you're constantly working on yourself, um, you should, your relationship should be okay. Your relationship should be healthy. You know what I mean? Nobody's perfect at the end of the day. I feel like, I wouldn't want my daughter in a toxic relationship, and all these young girls nowadays, I would just have to say, if you feel like you're in a toxic relationship, keep in mind that if he's putting his hands on you or he's putting you in dangerous situations, walk the fuck away. With that being said, also have your own stability. Be your own. Don't always depend on the man, but if that's what you want, then that's okay too. If you want to be a housewife, that's okay. Also be your own stability. You know what I mean? Have your own stability, have your own thing so you don't gotta depend on a man. I mean, that's always something that is an option too, that where you don't have to deal with a man, and to never let a man use you either when you have your own stability, because you got to be careful for that too. That's a whole other story, because there's leeches out there, there's men out there that just leech on people, that women that even have just a little bit of stability, so you got to be careful. But yeah, would I say that I'm toxic currently? I would say that my toxicity has really went down a lot, and I don't feel like I could necessarily say I was toxic. I would just say I was very insecure, and my insecurity has really, I've gotten a lot more, I've gotten a lot better. I've done a lot of work on myself. I love myself a lot more. It all comes with loving yourself, and just knowing that you are there for yourself. You know what I mean? You're there for yourself, and it's gonna be okay. It's you don't need to depend on another person to feel safe. You depend on yourself. But with that being said, I love you guys. Stay chunky because chunky is beautiful. I hope you like this mukbang. It was a little weird for me because I haven't done a mukbang like this in a while. So I hope you guys like this video. I don't really link everything down below because they don't be paying me for this shit. I spent all my money on this shit. Like what? But yeah, if you guys want more funny videos or scary stories and stuff like that, let me know. I gotta work on the scary stories because nothing scary has happened to me recently. Funny stories, I gotta think about them, but just, you know, just getting my feet wet on this type of mukbang. I'm probably gonna do, my next mukbang is probably gonna be like a Taco Tuesday with Vato. But I love you guys. Stay chunky because chunky is beautiful. Peace out.